My name is Matikela. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I want us to talk about the silence that is louder than everything else. That's what I want us to discuss on this video. The silence that is louder than everything else. Okay? So at first it looked like coincidence. One person doesn't testify, another one steps back. There's a lot of things when it comes to the Senzo Meyiwa case that is happening. One person decide, okay, maybe prosecution is the one that decides, okay, you ignore it. You ignore all of that, but okay, people did not come. We question, but okay, fine. We ignore it. But then it happens again and again and again. And when now we see it here, anything that has this with Senzo Meyiwa matter, we see it now here, we inquire, and then what's going on here? And suddenly it's not a coincidence anymore. It's a pattern of silence. Lines are being blurred. Let's line this up very carefully. Officer Makhubo, a key figure linked to a second docket, case 375, not called to testify. Makhubo was also expected at the Nkabinde inquiry. Suddenly, I don't know whether he withdrew or he was the one that withdrawn, or it's the evidence leader decided not to call him, but something happens. Because bottom line is that he's not coming. Now, a second docket itself allegedly dropped or shut down. No one is telling, the evidence leader did not say who, but all of it, all connected to the Senzo Meyiwa murder case. That's not random anymore, guys. It's no longer random. In any investigation, the truth comes from witnesses, statements, evidence. But here, we are seeing the opposite. Witnesses are not called. Testimony is withdrawn, leads abandoned. That is creating a vacuum. And in that vacuum, bomb questions grow louder. Bomb questions grow louder. Not all silence is the same. Let's break it down. One, strategic silence. Legal teams advise don't speak. Protect the trial. This is normal. Okay? Two, protective silence. Avoid self-incrimination. Avoid contradictions. This is risky. Three, forced silence. Pressure, warnings, fear of consequences. This is dangerous. The problem from the outside, you can't always tell which one you are seeing. That's where the problem is. Right now, it looks like we are seeing the third one. Forced silence, pressure, warnings, fear of consequences, which is very dangerous. That's what it looks like. Now, it looks like we need to zoom in and zoom out. Now, zoom out. This isn't just about individuals anymore. It looks like the system is under pressure. When multiple people go quiet, when evidence pathways disappear, when testimonies don't happen, it raises a bigger question. Is the system under pressure? What's going on? Because in a stable case, evidence flows, witnesses testify, the story becomes clearer. But here, the story becomes quieter. And it's very questionable. It makes you wonder a lot of things. So in court, silence has consequences. If key witnesses don't testify, aren't called, or disappear from the narrative, the defense gains power, because the law says, bombshell, ne? If there is doubt, you cannot convict. And silence creates doubt. Now, this is the most uncomfortable part of it all. We are hearing what is presented in court, but we are not hearing what was in the second docket. What would Makhubo say? What Makhubo might reveal? We don't know those details. Or even Aunt Joyce, we're not hearing any of that. They are not mentioning them. It's very questionable. That's three things, or let me say that's three missing voices right there. Something is wrong here. Something is very wrong. Now, so now we step back This is no longer about one witness, one docket, one decision. This is about a pattern. People connected to key moments going silent. And the question becomes, is this a coincidence or is this control? Because in court, the truth doesn't just come from what is said, it comes from what is not said. The question now is, why is case 375 being dropped? Why is it being shut down? Why is any of the people that are supposed to bring this, if they had interest in the justice, why are they not bringing these people that are supposed to solve the entire situation? Why is all of this like this? And other people even resigned Emapholiseni because of this case. What's going on? Yo, sisenjeni, guys. Literally sisenjeni. Something is going on and no one is willing to talk and tell us what's going on. I don't know, you don't know, we are asking questions, but there is something huge happening behind the scenes. But I just want to tell you guys, even if there is something huge happening behind the scenes, there is a huge God who is bigger than anyone who is walking on this earth. He is bigger than anyone. And that God is not going to allow Senzo not to get his justice. He will get his justice. Come sunshine, come rain, Senzo Meyiwa will get his justice. His mother will get his justice for her son. His brother will get his justice for Senzo. Everyone, South Africa will get justice for Senzo. And the only person who is going to be behind it is God himself, the creator of life, the owner of humans, will make sure that Senzo Meyiwa does get the justice that he deserves. That will happen. It may look like things are falling apart. It may look like people are going to successfully frame others for a crime they did not do. But God will take charge. And you watch and learn. Uzambona uThixo into ayiyo. If you've always doubted God, please wait for this case. Don't give up on it. Don't give up on God. Don't give up on this case. Wait and see. Uzobona. You will see into ezoyenzeka la. Yabona yonke le nxushunxushu eyenzekayo, the drama and everything that is happening. Oh, fear not. Worry not. It looks like they are winning. It looks like they are winning, but I promise you, they are not winning anything. None of them are winning. None of them are winning, guys. They are not winning anything. Don't worry. Relax. If you are worried, oh, relax. Oh, relax. There's nothing to worry about here. uNkulunkulu will take charge. There is no way sizawulawulwa kabuhlungu kanje ngezinto simple and obvious. No. Anyway, what are your thoughts when it comes to all of this? What do you think is happening behind the scenes? Do you think that, okay, who are the people that are running this? They are rigging this entire Senzo Meyiwa. Why would it even be rigged to begin with? What is it that Senzo had? Yintoni ngaka? Because you are, guys, I'm left wondering. Can't it be yintoni lingaka ngalo mfana? What was it about Senzo Meyiwa, guys? Maybe we are the ones that do not understand. But what was it about him? Maybe the problem is us. We never understood. Because, guys, like he's holding the country down from the grave, guys. USenzo has been waba ngumhlaba kudala. Waba ngumhlaba kudala, uthule luthulini, umhlaba emhlabeni. Dala, it's 12 years now. But we are still talking about him in high regard, guys. There is no forgetting his name. He's not a man that you are just going to forget about. He lives on, like in some way, he lives on. He's like not going anywhere. He refuses. The only time Senzo's name will go quieter is when he gets his justice. Watch and learn. His name will go quieter. We will hear of him here and there when we watch soccer matches, But now, no, guys, people must just forget it. It's not going to be that easy to switch his name off. No, it's not. He obviously is not the type. He is obviously not the type to be treated like that. It looks so. Anyway, let's talk in comment section. I want to hear your views. Thank you so much. I'll see you on our next video. Bye-bye.